Hi, everybody, and welcome to week 4, day 4. And today we're going to review that long A, silent E pattern with another letter in between. Now, I've made a small word here that you might find inside of other words. This is ate, like I ate a muffin for breakfast, ate. And so this could be the ending of a lot of words like mate. If we add a letter to the beginning of this smaller word, then we make mate. And it's important to see these little words inside of other words because when you're reading even bigger words, this will help you in your reading. We can make another word ending that's actually a word by itself. Ape. Ape is another word for monkey or chimpanzee or gorilla. Ape. And this little word might be in the middle of other words too, like tape. So if you add a T to the beginning, it's tape. It's important to see that A silent E pattern with a letter in between and be able to say what that little part is. Then you could add the beginning. We've been doing it the opposite way, but this is much easier. So I'm going to make some words that we can read, and I'm just going to use this part. Aim. Remember, E is not saying a sound. It's just there to help A say A, okay? So we're going to make some words here, and I'm going to put new letters at the beginning, and I want you to read these with me by using that A sound here. We already know it's going to be A because we are going to have silent E at the end. So here we go. Same, same. These two are the same. I'm going to drop the S and I'm going to change it to G. And now the word is game. 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 Maybe you are playing a game. I'm going to drop the G and change it to F. Fame. Fame is when you become famous, like a superhero or a musician. I'm going to drop the F and change it to N. And let's read this word. I'm going to let you read it on your own first, and then I'll do it with you. Name. Did you figure out that this word was name? Good job. Now I'm going to change the little word inside. I'm going to drop the from the middle and change it to k. K. So this is going to be still A, k. And remember, E is silent, doesn't make a sound. Ache. And let's put some letters at the beginning. I'm going to add the letter that stands for the sound I bet you all know that letter name is M. Make. 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 I make you videos all the time. All right, I'm going to drop the and change it to T. T. You read it first. Take. Take. And you'll notice that I am putting these two sounds together first. Take. Because if I do ache, I might not be able to hear that that's take. Sometimes it's a little tricky. Okay, I'm going to drop the T and I'm going to change it to This letter stands for the sound Rake. Rake. And finally, I'm going to drop the and change it to b, and it's bake. So if you know this letter pattern, look how many words you can read. Just knowing that A is going to say A, this letter will make its sound, and then E will be silent. So remember that when you're reading, because that will really help you. We're going to review the sound that A, when A makes A on our page today. And I'm going to say the names of the pictures, and then you will either, if it's a long A sound, you will circle it. If it is not long A, you will put an X, okay? So the first one is cake, vase, vase, sun, pin, gate, game, tape, jam, lake. So if I'm only saying the word one time, then you can say it yourself, and then you will hear yourself saying it. Now on the back is a page to do with Peter's chair, and I did put that video in this playlist. So if you haven't watched it yet, stop the video and watch the person reading the book Peter's Chair, and then we can answer these questions. So the pictures are going to show characters, which are the people and the animals in a story, or what the story is about. The setting is where it takes place. Does it take place at a park, at a beach, in someone's house? And finally, the plot. The plot is, what is the events that happen? What happens in the story from Peter's Chair? So we're going to write C for character next to the picture that shows the main character. So the main character is the person or animal that the story is mostly about. So the main character, write a letter C, the letter C, next to the picture that shows a character, the main character. So now we're going to write S next to the picture that shows the setting. The setting is, where are they? Where was this story? And finally, we're going to write the letter P next to the picture that shows something that happened in the story. What was one of the things that happened in the story? And you're going to write a P next to that picture. So you can go back and repeat that to complete it if you want to. So the next part is a writing activity. And they've already done a lot of work for you. This is my favorite recess activity. And they've given you some ideas. What is your favorite recess activity? And the ideas that they gave were slide, swing, and jump rope. But maybe you like soccer, or maybe you like tag, or something else. Or tetherball. That was something we had at our playground. My favorite recess activity is, and then they have this line, a long line, for you to write what your favorite recess activity is. Now this is a time when you need to get your sound chart out if you want to write a different word like soccer, and listen for the sound S. Find the letter that stands for S, which is going to be S. Saw, and find octopus. And just do a letter for each sound that you hear. Or you could choose slide, swing, or jump rope, which are already written. So that's your idea. Then you're going to draw it in this little box. This is you doing your favorite activity. And so my favorite recess activity is, I'm going to say tetherball. And I'm going to draw myself playing tetherball because it is fast. And because my friend likes it too. Oh, and I just used our fastest snap word from this week, two. And I would want to spell that with two O's because it's two also. So it would be this one. So, and it's the very last thing says, that's why I love tetherball. I would write tetherball. But you're going to write what you want to write. So that is all for our reading today. And I'm going to stop this video and do week 4, day 4 math in a separate video because I want to show you an example before we start. Okay, so I will see you next time.